Hello, welcome Slashers, I'm Gripped here, and welcome back to my channel. Now, with Chucky just around the corner of being released, I thought that it is time to review all the previous Chucky films, from Child's Play 1 all the way to Curse of Chucky, and then the Cult of Chucky once that's out. I did at one point review all the movies in one video, but I removed it because I thought it was very awful because I was really young at the time I did make it. And then I also have a Curse of Chucky review that is still viewable to this day, and it was released on the day of Curse of Chucky's release. So I will be re-reviewing Curse now, just kind of giving you guys my thoughts on what I think on the movie today, what I think of it today. But I'm just going to get into this review real quick. I will be reviewing Child's Play, the very first Chucky movie. Now, this is one of my favorite movies. I love it very much, so without further ado, let's get into it. Child's Play 1 is where it all started. Chucky runs into a toy store, transfers his soul to a doll, and well, boom, we got Chucky. Now, I want to kind of get into what I really like about this film. Now I'm going to start off with the music. Now, the music is it's not the most important thing, but it is important if you want to make a good horror film. And I want to say Child's Play and all the other Chucky films have amazing soundtracks. I've always really loved to take a look at soundtracks and films and say, that's amazing, it goes good with the film and whatnot. Soundtracks are very important, and the main theme for Child's Play I did not like at first. I will be honest, I did not like it at first, but I eventually grew to love it. But this overall, I really love the music in this film. It goes really good. It actually sets the mood quite a bit. It actually makes it quite creepy. But moving on from that, let's talk about the special effects. Now, there are some moments where the effects are kind of iffy. They're not the best looking at times, but the effects are still pretty amazing. It's all practical effects. There's a few moments in this film where it'd be a guy in a suit and you could easily tell, and it's actually, he looks hella ugly. There's actually I remember one part of this film where Chucky stabs the cop and he runs off and his face looks just ugly, it's the ugliest crap ever, and it's a guy in a suit. And moments like that, I wasn't a huge fan of how crappy or just how ugly Chucky looked at times because there's a guy in a suit and didn't find a way around that to cover it up. But previous movies in the Child's Play franchise would get this right, but at times Chucky just looks very ugly. But overall this movie still has some amazing effects. I do really like the effects used in this. Let's talk about casting characters, because casting characters are one of the most important things to making a movie come to life. Now, here's the thing. Originally, fun fact, Chucky was gonna have a girl's voice. Yeah, a girl was originally gonna be doing the voice, and Don Mancini, I believe, actually has a version of that, and he said that Chucky sounds gay in it. Well, thankfully, we got Brad Dourif to do the voice. We got him, and what can I say, he's amazing. And he's been with the series ever since the very beginning. With that's just mostly with most of the people involved with this series, is they've been with the series ever since the beginning, and that's amazing loyalty that people have for the people behind this series have. It's amazing. And we got Brad Dourif, who is just a really good actor. He's really good at everything. And then we got Catherine Hicks, who plays Andy's mom, and she's pretty good too, I will say that much. And so is Andy. Andy's great. He's a very iconic character now. Alex Vincent, the guy who plays Andy, he's very iconic in the series. And then there's Mike Norris, who's also a good actor. I really do like the acting in the movies. I think some people don't really care for it. Some people think it's corny, but it's really not. Like, not in this series. I think in this movie in particular, they had really good cast, and you know, what can I say? You know, a lot of the characters in this movie alone are fan favorites. But to move on to the story, I think it's amazing, and the writers did a good job, and there's actually some, there's some good dialogue in this, and I do love the story, cause I did fall in love with it, and I'm very happy with what this movie is shaping up to be, and I feel like it's amazing. Now, kill-wise, I'm gonna talk about the kills now. The kills are pretty cool. I do like the kills in this movie. There aren't a lot of kills, but you know, the kills that are in this film, some of them are actually pretty great. And like, even though that most of you guys have probably seen this movie, I'm still gonna keep it spoiler free for the people who still haven't seen it, because believe it or not, there are some people who actually haven't seen any of these movies yet. And you know, as someone who's reviewing movies, I want to encourage them that that they should give it a chance. And I mean, I love the kills in this movie. What can I say? And overall, this is a great film, and I love it. And you know, I basically grew up with these movies. I grew up with them. And honestly, I'm just gonna give you guys a final verdict right now. I feel like I talked about enough now, and so I will be giving this movie an 8.6 out of 10 with a NMC seal of approval. I would give it a 9, but I don't know, there's some mistakes that I don't really like about this movie in like general. I love this movie, but there are some mistakes with it, like some tweaks that I feel like are not right with it. Actually, no, I'm gonna bump up the grade a little bit. I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. How about that? How about that? I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, it'll still get the Knife Crypt seal of approval, because it is, after all, an amazing film. But I don't know, just check it out if you haven't. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, join Civic Posse family, and become a slasher, talking too fast, and share, as sharing really helps my channel, especially this video. I'm out of here. I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Fuck you.